I started working with Louisa in the Dream Bigger space, her membership, and I was just doing the what I was calling in for the week. I think it was $5,000 I was calling in for the week, and the next day I got $2,000. And then over the next 7 days or 6 days, I got an additional $2,300. And I didn't meet the $5,000 goal that I had for that week, but it gave me the confidence that I can do this. This is so simple and easy because I was doing the helixing daily, and that really helped me get into the energy and call in what it is that I wanted.
Like I'm guessing most people here, I've been to a couple of these kind of master classes. Really liked Louisa's approach. Although I'd done a lot of kind of coaching and sort of work on money otherwise, this was the thing that kind of connected the dots and led to that further success. Got a lot from the community too, so you know, you will meet a lot of like-minded people in there, and already you know, forged some really quite strong relationships there with other members, which has been fantastic. Where I was at versus where I've got to, I'm now consistently having £10,000 months, which is fantastic. I'm sure Louise is open to having a call with you if you are interested in what else she offers. Just kind of really lean into it and trust your instinct.
And just being in Louisa's orbit is so empowering, So yeah, I'm very, very grateful to be here. I've told Louisa this and I'll say it again. She is the best coach that I've ever had because she matches me. She works with the energy. She's very loving and accepting. And I'm not one of those people who can just do all strategy. I have to be aligned emotionally and energetically and spiritually with what's going on. And she does that beautifully.
When I first did the energetic edge, I got results like within days. And when I find a teacher that, like you said, she had a new key. She had something that I definitely was missing. And I resonated with her energy. Her energy is amazing. She's so welcoming. She's so generous. She's so knowledgeable. She has so much insight. I'm just like in awe of this energetic person. For me, it's like, this is your next teacher. This is where you're going next.
Nothing has shifted my personal life or the life of my clients faster than working with the amazing set of skills and tools that come with the Helix Method. So if you're looking for something to explore that's going to enhance your practice as well as your personal life and give you a heads up like nothing you've ever seen, my strong recommendation is that you check out the Helix Method.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Who is here? Let's see. I'm so excited to see who's here. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to stop the share so I can see all your beautiful faces. A huge, huge welcome to this transformational space. Ah, it's wonderful. I see lots of faces I know. This is so exciting. Hello, everybody. And hello to those of you who are new to my world. A huge, huge welcome as well. This is just so wonderful. Who's excited about being here? I'm just getting everything set up so I can see you all. we dive into this. So as everybody is finding us, we found out that Facebook isn't working for us again, so we'll get that sorted tomorrow. So hopefully everybody will be joining us from the Facebook group live in here. But of course, if you're joining us on the replay, then hello replayers as well. I would love to know, where are you tuning in from? And if this is your first live masterclass with me, or if you've been to a few before, I'm tuning in from Thailand. So I'm in the beautiful Thailand on the island of Koh Samui. Where are you tuning in from? Let's see where everybody's at. Idaho, welcome, welcome, Christina, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Karen. Karen's in the UK. This is so exciting. Got all the time zones. Ethiopia, oh, beautiful. I haven't been to Ethiopia, I would love to go. Well, a huge welcome, Hamri. This is your first time. A huge welcome, Karen in Rhode Island. This is your first time. Jaylene in Alberta. Jane in North Wales. Welcome, welcome. Jane in New Jersey, NJ, is that right? In the USA, your first time. A huge welcome. Oh, this is so wonderful. So wonderful to see. And of course, if you're joining the replay, please do say hello in the Facebook groups. This is a great way to connect with you. Joe, you made it. No, it's Joe's in New Zealand and it's like 11 o'clock at night or something. Thank you for staying awake. This is so fantastic. This is the immersion where you're going to be collapsing timelines and stabilizing that expansion. You want to be able to have the breakthrough and then to be able to hold it. And for those of you that have been with us before, you know that we've been leading these free masterclasses since 2019, I believe it is. We've helped, I mean, it's way over 10,000 entrepreneurs now break through their upper limits with our energetic mastery teaching. So you are in the right place if you're ready to reclaim flow and to create your next revenue breakthrough. I am very excited because we're going to be doing a live giveaway again today. So we will be doing a live giveaway for business insights in the Akashic Records. So all you need to do to be able to take part and have the opportunity to win is to share your takeaway at the end. And then we put all the names in the virtual hat, as it were, and we announce the winner at the end of today. So what have we got in store for you? So today we're diving into, I've called it Flow Reclaim. This is getting unblocked and into momentum again. Tomorrow we're going to be diving in deeper, so building on what we've talked about today, diving in deeper tomorrow into the wealth breakthrough. And then our third session is around the dream life embodied. And then I have a bonus session for you next Tuesday, the 15th of July at 11 a.m. British Summer Time. We have a session called Vision Casting and Decision Making, and you'll receive a future self progression. So I'm super excited for that. And I'll take you through all the different ways that you can work with me as well. So I've called that session Shop With Me. Alrighty. So I think people are still finding their way here. Huge welcome to everybody who's here live or on the replay. I wanted just to say, I know some of you have been sharing, and I've seen in the request to join our Facebook group, people saying, oh, I was told about this by Sue, I was told about this by Joe, I was told about this by Jane. Thank you so much to everybody who has shared. And what we love to do is when you share, it creates a ripple effect, is every time you share and let people know, or perhaps you're inviting people personally. So either if they put your name in the, you know, that they found out about it through you in the answers in the, and I've made it back. Thank you for your patience, everybody. My word, Zoom chose its moment to kick me out of my own meeting, didn't it? Anyway, thank you so much for your patience and grace while we sorted out the technical glitches. Alrighty, so, excuse me, we were getting you set up for success. And I was just taking a moment to thank everybody for all the shares that you have done, and we're still welcoming people into the Facebook group, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, from this place, I would love for us just to take a moment to drop into presence, to be here and now. So I'm going to invite you to take a moment to become fully present so that you can be really focused on our time together. So just take a nice couple of deep breaths, breathing in grace and love, and as you breathe out, just let go of all of the energy that no longer serves. And taking a moment to call your energy back from people, places, spaces. Timelines. Taking a moment as you're breathing in and breathing out, just to become aware of the size of your energy field all around you. Notice how much space you are taking up. Can you take up a little bit more space? Just send your energy out that little bit further. From this expanded space, inviting you just to take a moment to consider your intention for being here for our time together. And how do you want to feel at the end of energetic mastery? And from this space, I invite you to consider, what's your intention for your desire for growth? What's your intention for your growth? And here's the question. What will you be celebrating on New Year's Eve 2025 as we're about to step into 2026? Can you believe it? We're in July already. So really inviting you to connect with that future version of yourself right now, to see he, she, them in your mind's eye. It's New Year's Eve. You're looking back over 2025. What are you celebrating? What are you feeling grateful for? And let me know in the chat what some of the thoughts are that you are intending of making the manifestation inevitable this year. And as you're tuning into this, I just really want you to notice how this all feels in your body. When you contemplate the vision for the rest of this year, your intention for being grateful for all that has unfolded on New Year's Eve, going into 2026. I really want you to pay attention to how this feels in your body. Are you looking for and creating an income breakthrough, growth in revenue, hiring team members, launching a new program, opening up a new shop, getting married, whatever it may be, retiring? Allow yourself to really tune into what this feels like in your body. And as you imagine receiving all of this, I just want you to amp this up a little bit more and allow yourself and give yourself permission to receive more. What would that look like? Can you see what that would look like? Just take a moment as we're breathing here together. What is it that you truly desire? Because so often we say it's one thing, and actually what we truly desire is just that bit beyond what we're saying we're desiring. Can you allow yourself to desire a little bit more? And allow yourself to feel that in your body. And when you've achieved everything and you've received everything and you've experienced everything that you are currently desiring, and you desire a little bit more, what is beyond that desire when you've received all of that? How do you imagine all of that will feel? And where are you feeling this in your body? Paying attention to your toes, your knees, your legs, your thighs, your hara, your belly, your manifesting hug, your heart, your head. Are you noticing any tingling on the crown, any tingling at the back, at the Bindu chakra? Notice how your cells are responding, how your heart is responding. And I would love to know what's coming through for you. Do share in the chat. We'd love to see your intentions, how you wish to feel at the end of our time together, and what came through for you as you were contemplating what you truly desire. Was it the same as you consciously are saying you desire? Did a little bit more come through that surprised you? Let me know in the chat. And I would love to know who's here. So for those of you, some of you, I know who you are and what you do, but for some of you, I don't. And of course, if I haven't spoken to you for a while, you might be doing something completely different. So I would love to know what your business is and who you help and how long you've been in business. So if you're like a coach, work with men, and you've been in business 10 years, something like that would be perfect. Or perhaps you make handbags, perhaps you are a real estate investor, perhaps you're into crypto, all the things. Let me know in the comments, because that will help me to tailor your experience so that it's relevant for you. And for those of you that are getting to know me, we've been in business, my word, it's 8 years. No, it's 9 years now. And I've had over 20 years, must be about 22 years of experience of leadership, success, and business coaching. I've got a background in psychology, energetics, and I teach and train coaches in the Akashic Records and in the Helix Method with our energy psychology modality. I'm the founder of the Helix Method. I'm a single mum to my 2 now adult sons, Alf and Mo, and we're all in Thailand. Alf's up the road from me, which is an absolute joy, and Mo is sort of about 6 hours away teaching in a school. But he's coming to join us this weekend, which will be fantastic. And my background is I used to be a senior manager in social services, and I did that for about 13 years. And basically, I left the corporate hamster wheel and replaced it with the entrepreneurial one. Has anyone else done that? And so my first 3 years, I got some nods there in business, but where I was getting the foundational pieces set up and my signature program launched, and training in energy psychology and healing modalities and the Akashic Records, everything was just a hustle. There was very little flow. What I realized was, different environments, but I've taken the same person with me, so I've got the same experience. And so whilst I grew to 6 figures and I was working with the most wonderful clients, it wasn't sustainable. It was exhausting, quite frankly. And I was studying and I was contemplating, okay, so what is the needle mover, to really make the difference? I knew how to grow successful businesses, having built and led many. I've had burnout before, so I didn't want to frazzle my nervous system again or work even harder. Does that resonate for anyone else as well? I know so many people have experienced burnout. And what I realized was the key was in my identity. When I left social services, I thought I'd feel such lightness because I'd coordinated it, I wanted it, I'd arranged it. And I was so confused by the emotional roller coaster that I then went on. And I was like, what is going on? And what I realized was I was grieving. I was actually grieving who I thought I was. I was grieving an old version of myself. And I was in the state of who on earth am I without firefighting all the time, without that survival imprint, that is very, it's a cultural thing in social services. And anyone in the public sector, let me know if that resonates. And my nervous system was on edge. And I realized I'd bought into this illusion that I created for myself, that I was somehow that role was my identity. Of course it wasn't, but it was part of what I was identifying with. And without it all, I actually got to discover who I truly was and to start to actually be me. At that point, I didn't know who I was because I was so busy wearing, I call it the busy mask of success, because it's on that roller coaster of I've got to keep doing, I've got to keep doing, I've got to keep doing. And it was in that moment that I realized that my identity had created my reality, and I'd built success from survival, not from resonance. And the hustle then just followed me into the entrepreneurial world because I hadn't recalibrated my inner world. And so I learned that true flow begins when your subconscious identity, your nervous system, and your higher self, they align. And that's when we move from that resistance, that overdoing, that hustling into expansion. Keep the comments coming. I will read every single one, even if I'm not speaking to them. So thank you. It's great to see who's here. Truly appreciate it. It's absolutely wonderful. So let's talk about the resistance. And if you think about this, and let me know what kind of is coming into your mind as you're thinking, what is the resistance that you're telling yourself right now? Is it like I've got a block? I don't know what it is. Is it I've hit 6 figures, but why does it still feel hard? Is it I've never hit 6 figures and I really want to, and why am I ever going to get there? Is it I've sacrificed so much to get here, whether that's 6 figures, multi-6 figures, 7 figures, whatever, wherever your business is at. How do I go further without burning out? Or why are others that with seemingly less experience doing better than me? And these are our perceived problems. Does this resonate? Let me know what is coming to mind as I share those examples. What is the perceived problem? The real problem that is creating this is that your subconscious identity hasn't caught up with that next level vision. And I talk about this a lot around how our vision, we create our visions from our current identity, but then we've already capped them. That's why I talk about dreaming bigger all the time, because actually there's a vision that your higher self has beyond the vision that you can currently see. So what we often, our default is thinking we need more strategy, we need to do more doing. Does that resonate for anyone? Has anyone found themselves going back into, I'm just going to have to do more, I'm going to roll up my sleeves, I'm going to make it happen? But the actual solution is an energetic recalibration. So shifting your beliefs, expanding your nervous system, expanding your energetic field. And this is key, leading from your higher self. And this is where the Helix Method comes in. And today I wanted to walk you through our 6 principles for higher self leadership so that you can reclaim your flow, unlock your wealth codes. And this is great to start to see what is happening in your reality right now, because we all tapped into that desire at the beginning. Okay, thank you, Faustina, for sharing what's been going on. Please do pop what has been going on in relation to when you think about your desire and then what you're experiencing in your reality right now. Are you in flow? Is there resistance kicking in? Have you got a bit of flow going on and a bit of resistance going on? And we have this duality. This duality is so normal. This desire, 1 foot in desire and 1 foot in huge doubt or in huge resistance. The thing is, if it's left unaddressed, then this energetic tension creates this vibrational feedback loop that just keeps you stuck. So we're going to shift this with our helixing. So we know that we can hold the vision and we can hold the desire. And then we have this duality of these fears showing up. They're all held in our energetic field. All of that is impacting our vibration and our coherence and the vibration that we're sending out to the universe. So that's where we find ourselves going on these vibrational roller coasters, because our vibration is affected by our identity, our environment that we're in, the results that we're experiencing. That's all creating a feedback loop from our energy corresponding with our reality. And so this is where it's so key to be able to allow ourselves to have our higher selves on board, the superpower of our higher self on board. Just going to see if it will let me share my screen again. Let's see what it's going to do. Oh, not that one. I want this one. Advanced. There we go. Ooh. There we go. That's the one. This is what I wanted to show you. Can everyone see my slides now? I got a yes. Okay, awesome. Just thought this little diagram would help bring it to life for you. Okay, so we've got some more resistance coming in. Keep these coming in. Oh, I'm bouncing on a ball now. I've just got the laptop on my lap. Alrighty, so what we want to do is be able to create the consciousness of your future self by healing multidimensionally. This is how we get rapid, long-lasting results. Your consciousness, your frequency, your human Wi-Fi, as I call it, is made up of 3 levels of your consciousness, and they all need to be in alignment to be able to manifest effortlessly. So we have your soul or your higher self. Let me know in the comments, do you prefer the term soul or higher self? What resonates for you? Then we have your conscious mind, then we have your subconscious. And here's the thing. The subconscious level is creating our reality in line with all the programming that it has ever received through its lifetime, through your birth, your parents, transgenerational patterns, media programming, societal programming, cultural programming, all the things that make up your identity. And this is the feedback loop. Your identity then is your reality model that's made up of self-concepts that informs your beliefs, informs your emotions, informs your behavior and actions. You then get your results, and then you create more beliefs and emotions off the back of those results, feeding back into your self-concepts and feeding back into your identity. And all of this is making up your human Wi-Fi. And as you contemplate this and really take into account that every thought, I mean, how many do we think a day? 70,000 or something, someone somewhere said. That's a hell of a lot. Your thoughts are electric. They're sending out these electromagnetic waves. Your emotions are magnetic, sending out this frequency to the universe. And then whatever you're in resonance with, you will attract to you. And this is where being able to have a multidimensional modality that blends energy psychology, subconscious reprogramming, nervous system regulation, and frequency, that's how you change rapidly. And that's what we're up to with the Helix method. And to be able to understand how we can allow our higher self to lead and to shift rapidly with a change in our frequency, I want to dive into the 6 energetic principles for higher self leadership. So these principles recognize that true transformation occurs when you align your higher self, subconscious mind, and conscious awareness, when you reprogram the energetic imprints that's stored in your nervous system, in the cells, and in your energy field, and you restore that coherence across your energy systems and your Akashic record. This is how we tap into that frequency of expansion. And so these are, let me just give you a quick overview of these here. And I would love for you, as we're walking through these, for you to think about what resonates for you and where do you feel that there may be some misalignment, or you can feel that energetic pull of like, I feel like I'm being guided to focus on a couple of these, or maybe be guided to focus on all of them. The first one is multidimensional alignment. So what I mean here is the principle is the foundation for all energetic leadership is the alignment between your higher self, your conscious mind, and your subconscious programming. And when all 3 are unified in intention and resonance, your energetic signal becomes powerful, magnetic. When it's off, you'll find your conscious mind chasing goals that your subconscious doesn't believe are safe. Your higher self is holding the big vision, that big dream, but you're not yet attuned to it. You don't even know it's there yet. And then the result is this energetic static, confusion, misaligned action. So our path to break through to that embodiment is to align your inner triad, to align your higher self, your subconscious and your conscious mind, so your energy broadcasts one powerful, coherent message. And we have got these all laid out for you in our guide. The team will drop the Google Doc guide for you in the comments as well for you. Then we have the set point expansion. So we all hold internal set points, energetically, psychologically, physiologically, in relation to how much success, love, peace, wealth, visibility, how much joy we're going to allow in before these default settings kick in. They are there quietly shaping what we believe is possible and what we will allow for ourselves. The good thing is that these set points aren't fixed. They're created through conditioning, emotional imprints, patterning, and so we can expand them. And so to be able to break through and to hold it, to be able to hold that next level, that's the embodiment piece. That's where we need to expand your set points, your energetic set points, your psychological set points, your physiological set points, so that your capacity for love, wealth, visibility is aligned with your future desires. And then you can hold it with ease. Does that make sense? One of my clients, Hallie, who's a transformational wealth coach, had come to our work and she was feeling like exhausted by the constant pressure to do more, to attract clients. Has anyone else found themselves getting in that place with all the things that are going on in social media, like I've got to do more, I've got to do more, I've got to do more? Let me know in the comments if that resonates. So her nervous system had actually normalized struggle. But once she embraced helixing, she called in 7 new clients with ease, no burnout, no over-efforting, and she realized her subconscious had addicted to the hustle. Through rewiring it through the Helix method, helped her to embody a new identity, one that then attracted from alignment and from that overflow. And she continues to operate in that flow and catching when the resistance tries to kick in. And this speaks to the future self-consciousness, because the current identity that we have is creating our reality. So every thought that you're thinking, every belief that you hold, every emotion you feel is filtered through the lens of who you currently believe that you are. And when you're creating from your current identity or self-concept, we're just going to continue to create more of the same results. No matter how hard we try to break through. This is why future self-consciousness is that very intentional creation of your new identity. Like, we get to choose who we want to be. So we get to create the version of ourselves that is energetically aligned with the version of you who's already living your desired reality. This is where we can be, I think, is the most empowering thing, is recognizing that actually all of this is within our capacity, within our gift. And by creating the identity of the future self, just has this massive ripple effect. And when I think of, just to bring this to life, I think of Adele, who was in the Wealth Portal with us, and she was navigating the stress of holding on to a financial inheritance after years of doubt and worry. And through the Wealth Portal, she experienced a deep shift in her self-worth. Her nervous system recalibrated, and she described it as truly feeling safe in her body and being able to hold large amounts of money. And that's where we need to be able to have the identity of being the person who can hold large amounts of money, but for it also to be safe, for our nervous system to feel regulated. So your nervous system determines how much success, love, visibility, wealth, all the things that you can hold before the internal protective mechanisms activate, and you find yourself in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, and pulling you back to that known state. So your current experiences and circumstances reflect the maximum level of coherence your nervous system currently allows. So let me know in the comments if where you are is where you want to be, or if you're wanting a growth, you want to grow. And just to speak to this for a moment, and you're going to meet Jacqueline tomorrow. Jacqueline, who's a metaphysical teacher, and it's because she joined us because she wanted to sustain abundance without reverting back to overgiving and burnout when she was going to start her new business. And it was through our free masterclass that she had her first significant financial deposit within days. And she was like, oh my goodness, this is incredible. She had that internal recalibration. The deeper shift is in her identity, of course. Someone who can have surprise money coming in, someone who can hold it with more ease. And that's where we need to create that so that it becomes normal. And the key one that I want to really highlight here, because these are all interlinked, as you will be able to see, is the field coherence. So our energetic field, your human Wi-Fi, as I mentioned, is constantly transmitting and receiving. And when this field is disrupted by reversed energy, resistance, or attachments, your signal becomes fragmented. And you may feel like you're doing all the right things, but nothing's clicking because the field isn't clear. Your energy field isn't clear. And so much of this interference that's creating that kind of buffering effect, or the Zoom freeze that I had at the beginning of our time together, it has that same impact on our energy field. Comes from unhealed experiences, inherited patterns, energy reversals that are imprinted during a time of trauma. So when you hear me talk about energy reversals, just know that it means your energy's just gone reversed. It's going in the wrong direction from where you want to go. And they come from traumas and impact our energy field as well as our nervous system being impacted as well. So our path to higher self-leadership is to clear our field of resistance and reversed energy so that we can restore that full spectrum of coherence and we can hear the wisdom coming down from our higher self with more ease. Does that resonate? Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments of what's landing and what's resonating. And then we have the aligned action. Strategy is, of course, powerful, but only when it is aligned with your identity and frequency. So, have you ever noticed when you've taken action on something, but you've known it was out of alignment? How well did that go? Let me know in the comments. Let's see. I'm sure everyone's got examples of this. Good to see you all. Good to see you. I've got lots of people wanting to grow. Sue's saying that never goes well. Exactly, it never goes well. And energetic leadership means acting from coherence, choosing strategies that resonate with your values, that resonate with your capacity and your vision. That's why it's so important to let your higher self guide the strategy, to take action from alignment with your identity and your energy field so that you're amplifying the results without the burnout. It's got some more. Well, that didn't go well. No, it's not going to go well. I take a lot of action out of I should do this, but it's not aligned, just busy pressure. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And so then it just creates more because you're pushing against it. So you're actually pushing the energy, so you're pushing it away. This is why it's so key to get yourself into alignment first. But this is why because through our consciousness, we create our reality. Our reality is a reflection of our consciousness. And this is the thing, if we're disconnected from our higher self, then we haven't got the energetic support of our higher self on board for our manifesting. So we have to have our higher self, our subconscious, our conscious mind all aligned and working together. Our consciousness is listening to us all the time. So we really want to be intentional and mindful. And that's why I teach to do invocations before we do any of our practices. And this is the first step in our helixing reality creation activation. So I call this our energetic success habit. And my most successful clients do this daily. They lean in, they ask me what they need to focus on in relation to their success habit. As through our work, I can help them see their blind spots because we all have them. And so I'm so excited. I'm going to guide you through this. We're going to do this together right now. Who is excited to do some helixing together? So we're going to guide you through. I'm going to guide you through the higher self invocation. We're going to start creating the consciousness of your future self by creating that aligned coherence. and then living in the energy of the question, and then taking aligned action. So I've got everything you need on the slides up here. Alrighty. Let's see what everybody's saying. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Alrighty. Okay, so can everyone see the screen? Let me know in the comments if you can see the screen. I'm trying not to bounce my laptop for you. Alrighty, everyone can see the screen. Beautiful. So I'm going to invite you now and guide you. Christina's ready. Anyone else ready? Give me a yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty, we're going to do the higher self invocation. So what I want you to do for this is to bring your awareness to your soul star chakra, which is about 18 inches above your head. So gateway to your Akashic record. So just bring your awareness to that point just above your head. And then I now want you to start to increase your life force energy by breathing in for 4, holding for 4, and breathing out for 8. And just to do this 3 times at your own pace. And then I'll guide you through the invocation piece. We're just breathing in for 4, holding for 4, breathing out for 8. At your own rhythms of breathing in. Which is how this feels in your body. And I really invite you to pay attention to these words. Notice what you are saying. This is an instruction to your consciousness. Notice how your body responds. Really be present with this invocation. Speaking to all levels of my consciousness, I intend that in the name of divine truth, love and light, let all information come from my higher self and be in alignment with my divine truth for my highest good and the highest good of all. I'm creating a clear channel of communication and manifestation between my subconscious, conscious, and higher self, so that they are 100% connected and in perfect alignment, and all working towards my highest path and purpose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just inviting you to notice how this feels in your body. Do you feel any tingling sensations? What do you notice? And from this space, we're going to start to imprint and create the identity of you that is already celebrating the end of the year. So I invite you to take a look at these beliefs that I have put up on the screen for you here. So the first one is, I trust my higher self. The second one is, I let my higher self lead. The third one is, I am creating more overflow. The fourth one is, I can hold more overflow. The fifth one is, my desires become reality. So we're going to do inner rewiring for those beliefs in a moment. And then, so that's basically means thinking the thought over and over again, whilst your heart is in a coherent state. And I'll guide you through that in a moment. And we're going to do that for 30 seconds for each of those beliefs. And then we're going to do out loud rewiring for a minute. So you're going to say the phrase out loud. I'm the kind of person who is surrounded by love and abundance. I feel so motivated, joyful, and in flow. Alrighty. But just before we do this, I just want you to consider these ideas and recognizing that if they're not a belief now, you're creating the belief. You're choosing to create these beliefs. And if you want to change the wording at all, just so that it makes sense, it's how you would say it, then by all means do so. But what I want to invite you to consider is, what would this belief look like in your life when it is a reality? Like when you trust your higher self, what does that actually look like in your reality? We know that we create reality from our beliefs. So when this is embodied, what might you see in your reality that makes you go, do you know what? I really trust my higher self. I trust my soul guidance. I let my higher self lead. That could be that you see an image in your mind of receiving a download from your higher self, and you hear it and you take action on it. I'm creating more overflow. What would that look like in your life? So just inviting you to take a moment to consider each of these ideas and to think about what would they look like in your life. So I'm just going to give you a moment just to really connect with those. And then we're going to start to do the imprintings. So we'll just take a moment. 1 minute to connect with these. Connected with some images in your mind's eye. Give you 30 seconds just to create the images. We're going to be rewiring the belief, but I really want you to have it in mind. We're now going to come back together. Take a moment, 30 seconds of I trust my higher self. So inviting you to start to breathe into form, breathe out for form, and bring your heart into the coherence. Breathing in for form, breathing out for form. Fill up your heart with more and more. I love. And from this place, start thinking, I trust my higher self. I trust my higher self. I trust my higher self. Keep thinking it as an internal thought. We're going to do 30 seconds. Moving on to the next one. I let my higher self lead. Repeating that internally. I let my higher self lead. On to our third one. I am creating more overflow. I am creating more overflow. Moving on to the fourth one, I can hold more overflow. I can hold more overflow. On to the fifth one, my desires become reality. I'm going to switch gears into it. I'm inviting you now to say out loud, I'm the kind of person who's surrounded by love and abundance. I feel so motivated, joyful and in flow. And just to repeat that over and over, notice how your body responds to these words. As we come back together, inviting you to just give yourself a little body scan to notice how you feel after thinking those thoughts and saying those thoughts out loud. Do you feel lighter? And from this place, as we've raised your frequency, inviting you to live in the energy of the question, how am I surrounded by love and abundance? How am I surrounded by love and abundance? And the principle here is that we are asking the question of our higher self or the universe as if it's already happened. So I want the energy behind it to be one of curiosity and awe. It's like it's already taken care of. How has this happened? How am I surrounded by love and abundance? And just allow yourself to feel the frequency and to know that you may get some inspired ideas now. You may not get anything now, and that's absolutely fine. Know you've activated the question in your field. I invite you just to repeat it periodically throughout the day. As you go to sleep tonight, how am I surrounded by love and abundance? How am I surrounded by love and abundance? And to know, it's good to hear what's been happening. And to know that you will get ideas from your higher self, either in this now moment or over the next 24 hours. So I invite you to pay attention. So pay attention, particularly when you're doing something like driving the car, washing up, going to the toilet, having a shower, having a bath, driving your children somewhere, whatever it might be, listen to the soft sound, that soft whisper, and observe any synchronicities that start to happen. Like you think of someone and then they suddenly ring you. Really pay attention to that. Does that make sense? And then this is the last piece. Of course, you get to take that aligned action. That's the key piece. So I invite you to take one new idea that you've received today and implement it. It may even be you heard someone's name in your mind, go and call them, reach out to them, see how they are. We have a desire activation thread in our Facebook group, so I would love for everyone to share your intentions on the thread so that we can shower love and witness them for you. And I invite you to reach out to 5 people today, leading with love. Just see how they are. Can you help them? So notice, just take a moment to write down 5 people's names now. And just see who immediately popped into your mind then, just reach out. And this may be, maybe you're being the vehicle for the universe and somebody needs you to connect them with someone else. Maybe they've just need your love in their heart right now. Or maybe now's the right time for them to be working with you. And of course, anywhere that someone has asked for your services previously, follow up with them to see if they're still looking for help, because they're going to get the results when they start to work with you. Thank you. The team has shared the guide, which is a summary of the principles for you. Alrighty, I would love to know, how is everybody feeling? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not at all and 10 being like, I'm feeling so aligned with my desires right now, where would you say you are? This is just for like your own pulse check. Let me know in the chat. We're going to be building on this. Feeling relaxed yet excited? Yes! I know it. I know it, I know it, I know it. And tomorrow we're going to be building on this. We're going to be talking about the wealth breakthrough and unlocking a new level of receiving. For those of you that are in the Dream Bigger membership, we're going to be diving in deeper to this tomorrow in Dream Bigger. We have got a specific event that complements what we're doing here in the Energetic Mastery. So for those of you that are in Dream Bigger, you've got this already. If you'd like to come and join us in Dream Bigger, then you're very welcome to. I'll ask the team to pop the link there. If I may just take a moment before we wrap up and do the draw to give you a heads up on Dream Bigger. So Dream Bigger, I created this for this exact moment that you are in, the moment where your next level is trying to emerge, but the old energetic patterns are still running the show. And inside our membership, we help you to recalibrate to your highest vision by aligning the 3 levels of consciousness. So you're moving out of that contraction, expansion roller coaster and just into being able to create quickly. And I created this because I saw that there's just so many brilliant coaches and entrepreneurs that are hitting the same ceiling, not because of, lack or drive, but because their vision had outgrown their energetic calibration. So I wanted to create a space where you can not only hold your vision, but actually become the person who lives it and to dream bigger in that space, because there's a vision beyond the vision that you have right now. And it's July, can you believe it? You've got half the year to collapse the timelines and to shift the trajectory of 2025. It's not going to happen by default, of course, it happens by frequency. So if you want the next 6 months to be radically different, then we need to lead ourselves differently. And if nothing changes energetically, then of course, nothing's going to change externally. So that low-grade resistance that may be bubbling away, creating that feeling of almost there, but not quite, that becomes the new normal. Whatever you're tolerating right now becomes the normal unless you intervene. Does that make sense? So if you've been nodding along then and feeling the resonance of what's possible, then Dream Bigger is your next best step. And we're going to be diving in. I'm so excited. So tomorrow, for those of you that are in Dream Bigger, you're in for a treat. We're going to be opening your business's Akashic Records to be downloading the aligned action that's going to help you be on the aligned path for your desires for 2025. So make the manifestations inevitable. Thank you. The team have popped the link for those of you that are curious about Dream Bigger and wanting to learn more. Then the link is in the chat for you. And our goal is to break through your energetic ceilings in the next 45 days or less with a measurable energetic shift that you can feel in the first 24 hours. One of the things that I invite you to do when you first come into Dream Bigger is to learn how I teach muscle testing or energy kinesiology, because most people do it wrong. And so I'm like, right, let's get you doing it right, so that you can have an energetic shift within the first 24 hours of coming in. I also give you our protocol for making decisions using muscle testing and all the things, because again, most people do that very, very wrong. So I'm like, right, come and learn the best practices so you can have confidence in what you're doing in relation to unlocking what is hidden in your subconscious. And I've got you covered there. But the Dream Bigger membership is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm super excited to see for those of you who are joining us. We will be diving in deeper. So it complements what we're doing in energetic mastery this week, our activation tomorrow. Alrighty. Anything else to say about Dream Bigger? Dream Bigger, there's no contract. It's a monthly membership, so you can come and join us for a month. And if you love it, stay for as long as you'd love to. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to do the live giveaway. Alrighty. So what I would love to know is what has been your takeaway. This is so that you can anchor it in and embody it. Pop it in the comments. And what we're going to do is, for everyone who's sharing their takeaway, you're going to go into a draw to win Business Insights in the Akashic Records, which I'm very excited that you're going to be able to get that as well. Alrighty, let's see. So you have to be live to be able to take part in this, and then also to be on the call when I say who's won. Darcy can hold more overflow. Yes. Jenny's feeling lighter and happy and excited for the future. Yeah. Imprinting is really powerful. Yes, it is. Energetic principles. Everything's already within. It's just about clearing away what's been blocking. Yes, 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 yes. Embracing overflow. I love it, Jane. It's fascinating. It's easier than you thought. Ah, this is brilliant. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Yes, you can create your own reality. Okay, I'm so excited. Alrighty, let's see who is the winner of this. Okay, so alrighty, I can see who the winner is. Are we ready to draw? The winner is Jaylene Rebecca. Congratulations, Jaylene. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Please forgive me if I haven't. You have won the Business Insights in the Akashic Records. This is a digital recording that you can download, and I guide you through opening your Akashic Records to get business insights in relation to your, what's going on for you for your business, downloaded from the Akashic Records. So I'm super excited for you. I can't wait for you to receive that. The team will get that over to you today or tomorrow, so that you can dive into it straight away. Oh, I love it. I love all the congratulations, all the celebrations. This is so awesome. Alrighty, so we're going to be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for all your love and contribution to each other. We're going to be helixing again live tomorrow with our energetic success habit. I want you to do this every day this week so you can really feel the momentum starting to build. Let me know. Are you going to be here live with me tomorrow, or are you going to be joining the replay? Let me know in the comments, in the chat. We'll try and see if we can get one of our software sorted so that we can go live on Facebook. We thought it might have fixed itself by now, but it hasn't. I'm going to leave the room open for those of you that want to grab the Dream Bigger link, so that you can, if you want to come and join us tomorrow. So we do the energetic edge tomorrow, and then we dive into Dream Bigger. So it's directly after our energetic mastery, I should say. Our call for Dream Bigger tomorrow. Alrighty. You're going to wait for another late night. Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone who's got up early, stayed up late, woken up in the middle of the night. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. And I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. We're going to dive in deeper. So hold on to your hats. Let's get ready. Momentum is building. Speak to you all very soon. Lots and lots of love.